24 hours in the chat. So go ahead and do that. I am grateful that I get a snow day with my babies today, even though there's only a little bit of snow on the ground so far, but it's supposed to snow all throughout the day. And like they predicted this huge like snowstorm. So
And
Kansas
everybody
is
went and bought
freaking
the
out.
milk.
Yes, Kansas is freaking out. I guess Oklahoma too. Everybody went out and bought like 6 gallons of milk. Like that's what they need for their survival. I am grateful for just my health and waking up for another day. And I am grateful to spend my morning and start it off with you guys. I love a group of positive, happy people in the mornings. It really starts my day off amazingly. Andrea, what are you grateful for, babe?
I am grateful for a snow day as well. And I'm grateful for my church family. We're able to help out one of our families who their grandma passed away, and we're making food for one of their like a dinner for after the service. And I am grateful for, let's see, this warm fuzzy blanket. And I'm also grateful for like starting my day off in a positive way. This really like helps me start my day off right, and it like lights my fire getting on these Zooms in the morning. It like gets me excited for my day, and it gets me excited to go like shine my positive light and go help other people. So
Yes, I saw this quote the other day and I thought it was perfect, and it's kind of short and sweet, so like easy to stick in your head, but gratitude and attitude are not challenges, they are choices. So every single day that you wake up and decide to list off your gratitude first thing, that's a choice, and you are literally choosing to make a positive impact on your day every single day when you get up and decide to do this for yourself. So sometimes I know when we wake up, like even especially if it was a crappy day the day before, or when life hits really hard and you're kind of just wondering why things happen like they do, it's really important to pull out at least those 3 things you can think of every morning to be grateful for, because there's always something, like the beat in your heart, like that's something that somebody did not wake up with today. So never take anything for granted. I'll cry, but that's so important. Okay, on to team news. Yesterday they popped out those new promotions for February, the February bomb. And it's basically what we had in January, but they're continuing it so we can kick butt all February long. So bomb 1 is $25 preloaded credits. All new customers and promoter accounts created from yesterday to the 15th will be preloaded with $25 in credits. And you guys, just a little side note, these credits will expire 7 days after the new account is created. So we don't want to just be making like everybody and promising them $25 off their first order. You have to be straight up and be like, all right, let's get your account made. And then let's set you up for your auto shipment to run on the 5th. You know what I mean? Like you have got to have a plan of action and let these people know that their credits are going to expire. Like put a little urgency on it, you guys. Yes, urgency. And let's get these orders in. Help some people. Okay, bomb number 2, they're continuing the first order bonus, which Andrea's new promoter just got this last month. Boop, boop, boop. Drop in the chat below if you want to shout out anybody else who's earned this first order bonus. But it's a big deal. It's designed to generate immediate success for brand new promoters, and that's exactly what we want. We talk about getting them the belief check. That's their VIP 800 and 1600. But you guys, this is like in advance. Like get them $100 or even more, because this first order bonus maxes out at $400. So imagine if they got an $800 pack. I think, right? 50% of that is 400.
Yeah.
Hi, Papa. It is way early and you are awake already.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm tired.
You're tired. I wonder why.
I woke up from my dream.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me sidetracked. Okay.
And I heard you talking too much.
Sorry. Bomb 3 is the new part of this because they didn't have this last month. So it's the 4K frenzy. And promoters who achieve this rank of 4K for the very first time during February will earn $1,000 in credits.
$1,000.
$1,000. And this is addition to all the commissions earned, including the 4K Maui Gym sunglasses. And you guys, these credits are only good until April 8th. So you're going to get them on March 8th and you have a month to use them, or the rest will expire. So that's just an incentive. Like you guys, they want success right off the bat. So they're giving you a time period for you guys to use these credits so that it generates immediate success, like their goal is. So
you can run
yes,
like mad
run
and help
with your
team.
hair on fire. And
Mhm.
these are transferable, so you can use them on your own orders, or you can help your team's customers or your own customers maybe save on shipping. But just a reminder, we do not get paid on credits. So I personally never give more than $20-$25 off an order, because that also depreciates the value of the products. And from experience, sorry, Papa, from experience, if you guys are giving deep discounts, it's going to be really hard to get these people to reorder. So just think about giving our products the value they deserve. Do not discredit that. You know what I mean? It's $15, $20 here off is awesome, and people are going to appreciate that. You do not have to do more than that. And I think that's it for the rookie Bomb 4, the rookie leaderboards. So rookie promoters will have the chance to compete for special rewards over and above the incredible incentives already available. And then there will be 2 PPA cash contests this month, with the prizes of $4,000 all the way down to 5th place earner is 1,000 in credits. So a rookie promoter is defined as someone who is within their first 90 days of becoming Q&A, qualified and active. And then PPA volume is first time ordering customers and promoters. So there's that. That's awesome. And then there's going to be 2 PPA boards. So one from February 1st to the 14th, and then one from the 15th to the 28th. So if y'all are new, if you're on here, like run, because this promo is awesome. And that's exactly kind of like the hype and excitement we needed to get us going this year. Do you have anything else you want to add for team or company updates?
I don't believe so, girl. I think you got it all.
I just
covered it. Yeah, I can't pull up the email, and I think you know that. So
yeah, you're on your phone.
I want to say something real quick. For those of you who did, or those of you who couldn't show up last night for the prayer Zoom for Chastity Marie and her family, I just want to say thank you. If you were lucky enough to know Pat, he was an amazing person, and so is Chastity's. So just continue to keep her in your prayers, and don't reach out to her yet. And yeah, that's all. I'm sorry.
No, babe, it's okay. And Amber said she would keep us updated. If you are local, they're doing a meal train as soon as they get some information. So just stay tuned
Oh, cool.
and just know that we are a huge family and we do life together. So all right, on to the topic of the day. We wanted to talk to you guys about posting. It is one of the things that you guys had told Shannon that we needed some help with. So I kind of wanted to start off with some ideas that we've learned from Kaylee Kroup's team. They do a Saturday Zoom every Saturday at 11, right? Yeah, 11
10 or
Central.
11. Yeah.
And then they're the ones helping Lisa K. Fuller with the new Dream Team page training that they're going to launch here soon. So I just kind of wanted to go over their posting tips because I thought they were awesome and super, super helpful. So they do a thing called Fives List, and you guys have probably heard that before, but they go in depth. So they have 3 fives lists. The first one, of course, is your brand, your 5 things that make you outside of Thrive. And then they have a products 5 list and they have a opportunities 5 list. Are you cool?
Yeah.
Get in here. Hold on. We got to tuck in some long legs in this blanket. Okay. So your brand 5 things, you guys, we have heard this over and over. It's nothing new. Your 5 pillars, some people call it. It's just what makes you you. So Katie Sue, my people are going to know that I am tattooed because it's like pretty much broadcasted. I have this giant tattoo across my chest. It's the first thing people see when they look at me. And I am a fit mom. I'm a personal trainer. So like people see videos of this crazy jacked mom or jacked chick lifting weights, they send it to me. Or they see a push-up challenge on TikTok, they send it to me. They're like, Katie Sue, you should try this. And I'm like, oh, I guess I got to try this now. So tattoos, fitness, momming, that all kind of goes in the same because I am specific. I'm a tattooed mom. I'm a fit mom. So I'm not just a mom. I'm a cool mom. 3 things. I like food. I'm always posting my stories about what I'm eating. And this past week, I was a little under the weather and I wasn't posting my food. And I had messages like, Katie Sue, are you not eating this week? Like, what's your meal plans? Like, I've been talking to everybody about this app that Andrea got me on, the Meal Lime, and I've been posting these, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it looks like a chef made it, like fancy dishes. And they're so freaking yummy, but people have been watching my stories for those meals. So I'm definitely a foodie. That's one of my 5 things. And then I would say now as meal lime, LIME, like is it a fruit? Yeah, like the green thing.
Gourmet. Yeah, there you go.
Gourmet, yes. Looks like I have a built-in chef up in this house, but it's me. I lost my train of thought. But yes, so travel is another one of my 5 things that have developed over the last 4 years since I've been able to travel with this company. And so people always look because I will randomly post a vacation picture, as an opportunity post or whatever, just randomly, since it is my 5 things now. And I'm always being asked, like, where are you off to next? Where are you going next? When's your next trip? So that has definitely become a part of my 5 things. Andrea, what would you say your 5 things are?
I would have to say that one of them is baking. Another one is probably I have turned into being a breastfeeding mom.
Yep.
And definitely a sports mom. I'm always in my stories with going all over the world for my daughter's games. And probably a fit mom like you because we work out together.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And inspiration. I would say that too. You're always posting these awesome
inspirational
posts.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes you got to inspire yourself, and then it
Yeah.
helps inspire other people. Like I have people share my posts a lot and then message me and they're like, I love seeing your posts. They help me get through my day and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you don't realize how much people are watching your posts, like not just Thrive posts, because when you get like a random message like that, it makes you want to cry. Like, oh my gosh, I
Yes, like
helped somebody.
this is why I do what I do. So those 5 things are so important. Like we're told to be ourselves and sprinkle Thrive on top. And that's where our 5 things, as far as our brand, comes in, because it's super, super important to show people who you are outside of the company you work for, because people aren't going to buy a product. It is fact that they buy you. They'll sit there, they'll watch you, and they'll either relate to you or they won't. And then that's when you get your customers, you find your people, you build your team, because they have watched you and learned you. Brittany O'Neill has an awesome video on this. Yes, that's where we have got these tips from. So hopefully the dream team training page will be open soon, and you guys will get training content on all of this too, more in depth. So the second list is our products 5. So this is something new to me, but maybe not new to you guys, because I know Shannon has like a list type of thing for this kind of too, but it's basically 5 things that you love about the products. Like it could be the 3 steps, it could be balance, it could be anything product related, but this is going to help you pull from those ideas when you have no idea what to post. So I know a lot of times too, it's easy, like especially me 4 years in, it's easy to forget just how amazing you feel with these products and life before, because you become accustomed to life as is now, and you kind of take for granted just how much it's helped you. You forget how much you struggled, because life has been so much better since you started these products. So for me, I have to, like, I still wake up and feel amazing, or else I wouldn't be working out at 5 a.m. every morning. You know what I mean? But it's normal to me now. So I'm just kind of like, meh, you know what I mean? But I have to think back to those days where I sat on this couch for over 10 hours a day and watched my kids roll around on the floor asking me to play with them. And I would tell them no. Like I have to think back to who I was before these products. And that's something that I love about these products, because I'm no longer a couch mom. I am a present, active, and happy mom. I dance in the kitchen when my kids are getting ready for school every morning. Like that's the kind of mom that I always wanted to be. And that's the one I am now. So I cannot take that for granted. So, but like that would be one of my 5 things on my product list, like no longer a couch mom. Energy to work out, that would be my second one. My skin, my clear complexion, that should, I mean, I forget to talk about that sometimes just because I wake up and I'm beautiful.
You are.
That used to not be a thing, you guys. That used to not be a thing at all. If you've seen my before and after pictures, I had like 30 like open wounds on each cheek. Oh, and it was so painful. And just thinking about, like, I can hear the wind outside now. Just thinking about stepping outside when I had that on my face, it was the most painful thing ever. And sometimes I forget that I used to suffer like that. And so definitely I have to remind myself to talk about that. Another thing, like, this is just what you love the most. So I've talked about the products I loved the most, what helps me the most, and also what helps my customers. So like I might not use balance regularly, but I know how much it's helped Andrea. And she wouldn't have started taking that if I wouldn't have talked to her about it and posted about it. So you have to think like, what is helping my customers get their amazing results too, and share about that. And then, like I said, think back to day one. How did you feel? And just talk about that. So these things are a list of 5 things that if you're drawing a blank and you don't know what to post product wise, and you know you need to get a post up because it's been, a day or whatever, and you haven't talked about the products, this is where you're going to pull ideas from.
Write those things down too, and then like talk about, like, I don't know, you could even plan out your post. Like today I'm going to talk about how Thrive helps with my mood, or tomorrow I'm going to talk about how it helps with less aches and pains. Like I can tell you that for me, when I first started, I wasn't consistent with taking Thrive. I would skip it on the weekends. And once I started taking it every single day, I noticed that when I got up in the morning, I wasn't hurting. Like I wasn't in pain. And like my man noticed it too, but he didn't want to jinx it. So he didn't say anything. And so I was like, have you noticed that like when I wake up, I'm not like all, like an old lady? And he's like, yeah, but I don't want to jinx it. So like that's something that I posted the other day, because I don't talk about that enough. And like to have your whole body, like your whole entire being feel good, like everybody deserves to feel that good. So it's not just about energy and a couple of things. You guys just have to break it down, so that way when you're like drawing a blank for a post, you have an idea. Like there's so many different things. Better sleep. I mean, my hair grows like crazy. Like there's so many different things. So just think about what it's done for you. And like Katie said, what it's done for your customers too, or even like your sideline sisters, like how it's helped them.
Yeah,
So.
Jan just posted about her hair growth the other day, and that was such a good reminder. Like Thrive is not weight loss. Like sure, it helps with weight loss, but so many people get caught up like, oh, I don't have results of my own. I've not lost near enough weight. I want to wait to post until I see results. Like, no,
Yes.
Thrive is filling your nutritional gaps. You are feeling results right now.
Yes.
Day one, think about it, share about it, talk about it. Like,
Yes.
I mean, because I do the same too, like all my before and after pictures. And that's why I forget to talk about my skin, because I get caught up in my physical like weight loss results, and I forget about talking about all this other good stuff that Thrive has to offer. So definitely think about that when you're writing your 5s list for your products. Okay, our last list is our opportunity 5s. So what about Lavell sets us apart from other MLMs? Like not just network marketing in general, but why Lavell? Why did you choose Lavell? So, I mean, this is in regards to like the comp plan and like specifically the opportunity, but most of us start because of the quality products. That's something you can talk about. Like I did not start to make money. I started for the energy or something like that. But this is what it's involved to. And then like I already said, what made you decide to promote for Lavell? What's your goals and your accomplishments in this business? And then again, you can shout out your team, just like we shouted our customers out. Like not just how is this helping you, but how is this helping your team? And you guys, if you don't have a direct downline yet, you can shout out your uplines. You can shout out your sidelines. Like if you are tagged in a shout out or a congratulations post, like let that be on your timeline and you share in the celebration of your team. I mean, we have to celebrate all the victories, small and big. So even if it's not your personal accomplishment, like let's cheer each other on and let's show that on our pages, show people the community we're a part of and that we celebrate everything together. And that's really huge, I think.
People love that and people want to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
People like crave to be a part of stuff like that, even if like, I don't know, sometimes people think it's cheesy, you know what I mean? But so many people like don't have that. So super,
But
super important.
yes, but for example, some of your 5 things can be like free products, no website fee, no mandatory auto shipments, no cancellation fees, no hidden fees whatsoever. The fact that our comp plan is freaking awesome. Like who can earn their products for free? Who can earn like over $1,000 within their first 2 weeks? Who can at the second rank earn a free vehicle? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else in network marketing takes care of their people the way Lavell does. So like there are tons of things you can talk about. Even if you've not earned your auto bonus, you can talk about how you're going to earn it. I remember when I first started, I took a picture in front of our silver Ford Escape. That's what my mom car was back then. And I talked about how that car payment was one of the biggest payments like in our household and what the auto bonus would mean for us. You know what I mean? It would take care of that, one of the biggest payments that we had, and how it would help alleviate that stress. So you guys can just talk about, you know, what you aspire to accomplish, what you have accomplished, what this company provides for us. Like right now with these promos, you can talk about how a brand new promoter can come in and make 50% commission bonus, you know what I mean? Like right off the bat. And then on top of the VIP bonuses that they can earn in the next 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Just talk about the possibilities we have here, because you never know unless you ask, or unless you put that out there. Andrea's brand new promoter that she got on Instagram, who just got this FOB bonus, first order bonus. Like Andrea was just telling me the other day, like I would have never known if I wouldn't have asked, or if she wasn't posting on Instagram, this girl would have never, you know, known about it. So just put it out there.
And funny story is I was talking to her yesterday and I was telling her how I told Katie that I would never promote these products when I first started, that I was just simply here to take the products and I did not want to promote this. And I was like, haha, joke's on me, you know? And then she was like, girl, I said I would never promote anything either. And look at her, like now she's promoting with me. And I'm like, it's funny how that works. You literally just never know like how this can help other people. And the answer will always be no if you never ask. So you have to ask, like, especially if you're like trying to help people thrive for free. Why not ask them if they want to make an extra weekly paycheck off of those referrals? Like that's how it started. And for her anyways, and she earned this first order bonus, and then she's about to hit VIP 800 and she still has 11 days left of her VIP period. So I'm like, dude, you totally got this. It's so exciting.
And I've had people come to me too, and say like, oh, my friends thrive, I want to try it. I did not know, like I'll get them started or whatever. And I'll be like, well, if your friends if your friend thrives, why aren't you thriving with them? And they were like, oh, well, I don't think she sells it. Like, I bet if you know she's thriving, she sells it probably, more than likely. But the thing is, they're not talking about it. They are not talking about it enough, or else why would a friend come to me? Like, if you know your friend is thriving, but you come to me still, it's because that friend is not putting that opportunity out there. So you guys don't be like that. Don't be like that. Put that opportunity out there for your friends to see, because they're going to hear about it from somebody. Make it be you that they hear it from. That's so, so important.
And today y'all could talk about, since it's the second, y'all could talk about your free credits. You could talk about thriving for free. That's like the perfect time to talk about it. I
Yes.
forget to talk about it. So I've been trying to make that a priority to talk about thriving for free at least once a month, if not like twice, you know?
And if
So
you get in the habit of making these lists for yourself, you're not going to forget to talk about thriving for free because you're going to see it right there. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about thriving for free this week or this month. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be on your fives list. So that is that for the Kaylee Kroops 3 5s list. And like I said, the Dream Team page should be open soon. And hopefully there will be more content on that. But it's basically simple. 5 lists for your brand, 5 lists for your product loves, and 5 lists for your opportunity loves. And then you're always going to have ideas to pull from. Okay, so next I want to talk about tips from Thrive Palooza that I learned and loved and still remember and still use every day. So, and I've kind of already talked about it, but the first one is celebrate your customers and your team's results and highlight qualities that you want to duplicate in your next customer, in your next promoter. So things like their coachability, like, oh, Andrea came in, she followed instructions, she took the products as directed, that type of thing. Like you want to highlight people's like ability to learn, like their coachability. What?
Can't break in with the headphones.
No. They are engaged, willing, ready for change, committed, communicating, and consistent. Those are keywords that you guys want to duplicate within your customers and your teams. No stock pics. So if you guys want to talk about balance, have your face and your picture of your balance right here. Or put it next to your Monstera plant where people are going to know, oh, that's Katie Sue's Monstera plant. That's not, you know, big corp taking a picture and us stealing it. You know what I mean? So be personal with your pictures. People don't want to see a billboard. They don't want to see a commercial. They want to see your face because why? People buy you, not your products. Show your face, go live, use selfies, and then engage immediately and often. So in regards to that, it's not so much posting, but then how you interact with people as soon as you post. So if I make a post 5 seconds later, Sally comments, I need to immediately engage and reply back to her comment. And then that's going to boost my algorithm, get that post out there more, get more people commenting, and allow me to talk to that much more people. Do you have anything to say over that?
Maybe like how you said interacting, like you can interact before and after a post to get it to pop up on more people's timelines. It used to be, I don't know if it's still the same, but if you go and, you know, like and comment on other people's posts and then you go and make a post, it's most likely to pop up on their timeline for them to see your post. And then the same thing if you go and like and comment afterwards, after you post. So interactions are very important. I notice when I don't do them, or like if I haven't been intentional with them for the day yet, because my story views aren't as high or my likes and comments aren't as high. And so I go and I interact for a good 15 minutes. And then I notice a huge change in all of my stuff, my stories, my posts, whatever I have going on. So.
And that's super important because a lot of the times we feel like our posts aren't good. And in reality, like all posts are good, especially if you're talking about the things on your fives list. You're being you're being personal. Like the only thing is Facebook is kind of crazy and sometimes doesn't like to put our stuff out there. So it's really super important for you guys to be engaging and commenting and liking and doing your 3, 2, 1 on like your potentials list, on your new friends, things like that, so that Facebook is popping out your post more, and more people will see it. And then that's when you're going to get that engagement that you want for your posts. Okay, some more tips that I've just learned along the way is like when I first started in network marketing, they used to say, oh, post at least like 6 times a day. That is no more. That is no more. Like post at least maybe 2-3 times max a day, and at least one of them being a Thrive post. So if I post about the products yesterday, I'm going to post about the opportunity today. And if I post about the opportunity today, my stories is going to be all about my products, and vice versa. If I post about products on my page, I'm going to be opportunity in my stories. So you guys don't overthink it either. Keep it super simple. You can take like a picture of us on this Zoom right now, and just like if you go back in my stories from yesterday, you'll see our the leadership, the payday call in my stories. And I just have a picture of the lady speaking and then me in the corner. And then I'm like, free training every Tuesday before payday or before we get paid. Do you want more information? And it says, I'm ready, or send more info. And then on the bottom, I listed like, earn up to, what is it, 1,300 in your first 2 weeks, free products, free training. I listed a few things that I love about the opportunity in my stories. So just keep it super simple. I always add a poll just to get that engagement that I want. And like I said, it's me, and then I sprinkle Thrive in there. So I like to alternate and switch what I put on my page versus what I put on my stories, and just make it really me.
I posted my plant growing a leaf yesterday in my stories, and I had like 4 people message me about it. So just like adding those little things in your story throughout the day, not just Thrive, makes a huge difference, because people are watching. They may not message you about your Thrive stuff, but they're watching your stuff. So that's important to, just like Katie said, sprinkle.
Especially if you're adding people from groups, like you should be, based off your branding 5 things. Like it's important, like for you to show those things in your post. So like I said, I'm going to put my balance right here by my Monstera, and it's going to pull those people from my plant group into that post because they see that plant. Does that make sense? So be very intentional. That's the word. BU, sprinkle Thrive. We already talked about that. Wait at least 90 minutes in between each post. So that's huge too, because Facebook algorithms is nuts, and they're gonna choose. If you post too close together, they're gonna choose which post they want to post, like push out there, which post they want people to see. And then this post that you really worked hard on, you thought was a really good post, isn't going to be seen by a lot of people because you just post them too close together. So make sure you have that window between posts.
Mommy.
And then I already said alternate Thrive post in between your brand post, because if somebody brand new scopes out your page before they accept your friend request and they see Thrive, they're going to decline that request fast and quick and in a hurry. So you want them to be able to know who Katie Sue is right before they like accept that request. They want to be able, they want to see you when they're scrolling their page, not some billboard product pusher.
Mom, watch TV.
No, not yet.
Why?
And then the last thing I kind of want to touch before we end this Zoom is how to gather inspiration. So I know we talked about those 5 lists, and that's a great way to pull ideas from. But sometimes, especially when life is hard or things are hectic and busy during the day, it's hard to find that inspiration to even be creative enough to come up with your own posts like that. So Andrea, what are some tips and ideas you have for gathering inspiration?
Honestly, a lot of the time I gather inspiration or creativity from Pinterest, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, and other leaders. Like I follow other leaders and I watch their posts and see what they are posting. And if I like one of their posts, I just click the little three dots and I click save. And I have like a folder on my Facebook that's specifically for Thrive posts. And so I'll save it in there. And so like when I'm like having like a meh day or I don't know what to post or I need some inspiration, I go through that folder and I look for, I look through the post and see if I want to post opportunity, product, whatever it is, and I find some inspiration from there. I don't ever copy and paste. I copy and I edit and I make it my own and I make it sound like myself and I use some of their words, but you have to change it up because, like Katie said, people are following you and they're going to buy from you, not some copy and paste thing from somebody else that doesn't sound anything like you. So you have to make sure that you, even if you are using somebody else's post for inspiration, you have to change it up and make it your own. Whether
Something
that
I
be
want to
like,
add to that
go ahead.
before you move on. You could also go to like leaders pages or even like social, what are they called, influencer outside this company. You can go and look and see how they post. Like if it's a pretty lengthy post, look and see how they're breaking up that post, like how they make it easy to read. It's not just one huge giant paragraph, you know what I mean? Look and see how they separate their paragraphs, how they use emojis to create that excitement and give us that emotion they're wanting to create from that post. So that's something I like to teach my people too. Like, okay, write me what you want to say, send it to me so that I can help you format it, basically. Like, I know a few of our girls, when they first start, they've never done network marketing before ever. So they just want to, go crazy talking about their story. And then they come up with this big old long paragraph. And I'm like, that's freaking amazing. But watch this. It's going to be even more amazing. And, I'll separate the paragraphs for them, add a few emojis, and just really make it pop. But the thing is about that, like the font generators and the emojis, like don't go overboard with that. Like the font generator thing is so popular right now, but like you don't want your whole post to be in like a weird text that's hard to read. So maybe like a headliner, like a title or whatever on your post, just to grab attention, pull people in. That's awesome. Maybe like an emoji here, an emoji here, but not 47 million emojis throughout the post. Okay, we're going to lose people that way. But that's something I also wanted to talk about. And you can learn
Yes.
other leaders and people who have been posting content on social media a lot longer than you.
Yes, I agree with that. I think when I first started, I posted kind of a long paragraph, but I've learned to, like you said, space it out, and then it makes it easier on the eye. Like when people are scrolling Facebook and they see your post, like for me, just for me, if I see a big old long paragraph, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to read that. But if I see something that's like kind of spaced out and easier to read, then I'm like, okay, let me check this out. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, at first, I did not read Katie's post at first because I'm like, dude, this is so long. And now I'm like, okay, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because she spaces it out. And then, like she said, she's put some emojis in there to like give it some pop and,
To keep
show her
that attention.
excitement. Yes. So, that is super important. I'm trying
What
to
about
think. I use
personal development and books? I grab ideas from that all the time. Like as I'm
Oh,
reading
yes.
my personal development and something sticks out to me, I'm going to highlight it. And I'll even use that in post or like use the sentence that I highlighted and like run with the feeling that it gives me. Like
Yes.
elaborate, you know what I mean? Or like the Pinterest quotes, like Andrea said, like I read that, it made me feel some type of way. So that's what I'm going to pull inspiration from.
Yes, I like that. And I agree with you on the books too. Like there's a lot of personal development books that I have read that like grabs my attention from what it says. And it like you just want to like tell people about that. Like I need to go tell people about this. I think people need to hear about this. And then you grab people's attention that way too. So there's a book called excuse my language, but Unfuck Yourself. It is a really, really good book, and it has a lot of things like that that you could use. So, but just any personal development books, honestly, there's so many good ones out there that you could use, and you could even use those for like inspirational posts.
Yes. If you guys feel like you lack some creativity, go and buy yourself or go to the library and find Big Magic. It's not necessarily like a personal development book. It's not going to like heal you or anything like that. But I really feel like it sparks creativity and like really gets your brain working. And for most of us, we get so busy in everyday life that like our adult brains, we don't allow ourselves that space, that time, that to be creative. And so our brains
Yes.
just don't work that way anymore like they used to as a kid. So I feel like anything that sparks some inspiration and makes your brain think like that again is super important, especially when half of our job is creating content. You need
I
that
love that.
spark of inspiration again, that spark of creativity. So wherever you find that from, you got to grab it and run with it. Because especially on those
Hopefully
hard
that's one of
days,
you.
it's just
Yeah.
so hard sometimes. And even
Let that
if you feel like, oh, I don't know what to post, yada, 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 go with a picture or an idea and send it to your upline and you can brainstorm with them because we're always here to help. And like, I know for me personally, if somebody comes and tells me, oh, I don't know what to post, and I ask them, well, do you have a picture? Do you have an idea? And they have nothing. Like, I can't help you. I'm not going to give you a post to post because that's me. That's not you. You know what I mean? Like, I need some help. Like, tell me 3 things that you love about the Thrive experience. And then I can help you come up with a post or show me a picture and give me like a keyword. And then I can help you come up with a post. But you guys gotta you gotta come with some originality and some thought to your own post, or else it's not gonna work. Like I could sit here and post word for word my uplines posts, and it's not gonna get the same engagement as it did on her page because that's her. You know what I'm saying? So just use your leaders as like tools, yes, but come prepared to put your own work into it because that's really when the magic happens.
yes.
Okay, let's read the chat here in case there's some questions. Messenger notes really work.
Messenger notes.
I don't know what messenger notes are, Heidi. You might have to unmute and tell us. Oh,
hey
no.
guys, you know, when you're trying to get people to see your posts and lives and things, if you jump into Messenger, instantly their feed pops up and your feed pops up in their feed. It seems to work really good.
Okay. So like if you shoot them a message real quick.
Yeah. I've noticed that when I do reach outs or birthdays, you may want to save your birthday reach outs for that right before you post something, because immediately I see them getting on and commenting on my posts and things that right after. So,
Oh, wow.
and their stuff comes up in my feed, and it's a little freaky, but if you know, it's just another way to get interaction.
Facebook
awesome.
algorithm is a little freaky.
It's a little freaky. And thanks, you guys. You did a great job. I just
Thank
sent
you.
something too. It's 22 and Puxatawny Phil predicted 6 more weeks of winter. So that's stuff to post about.
Oh
fun
my
stuff.
goodness.
More
Yeah,
I didn't even
winter.
think about that.
I know, right? Me either.
Well, happy 2222, my girls, my team. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. I think we are about to wrap it up. I have 1% on my laptop. Oh my God. So we are almost to the top of the hour anyways, but if you guys have any more questions, drop them in the chat real quick. Other than that, we will probably let y'all get on with your day. But thank you all for plugging in. It's super early, super cold, most place in the world. But we appreciate you and thank you guys for your time.